Welcome back. Out of this is a sawmill blade. We're gonna be using this to make a Damascus knife. Now this knife is gonna be 50 layers, and we're gonna be making it out of the washing machine and the sawmill bandsaw. So we're gonna cut these up. I already cut up the sawmill bandsaw blade. We're gonna be cutting these up into 2-inch sections, about one inch tall, and then 2 inches long. And we're gonna be using 26 pieces of the bandsaw and 24 of the washing machine. So let's go cut the washing machine up, and then we will start sanding and cleaning these things up. All right, I'm just gonna cut out the whole front of this washing machine, and I'll just take the whole thing up to the shop and we'll cut it up into pieces we need it to be in. Start cutting. Got my money's worth out of that blade. New blade. I'll see you guys at the workshop again. Alright, so I cut the bandsaw blade up into a 57-inch strip, about that long. Cut it in half, 27 inches. So now I got two 27-inch pieces. These will be cut up into 26 pieces for the knife. So we're gonna take it, we're gonna just trace out two of these on the wash machine. We'll cut them out. That'll be more than enough metal because it's actually extra. I only need 24 mild steel or wash machine pieces, and I need 26 of the hard steel or bandsaw metal. So we're gonna trace these out and get them cut. All right, let's get sanding. All right, let's start. All right, now it is time to cut these pieces of metal. I'm going to be cutting these in 2-inch sections. So I will go along here, mark 2-inch sections along this, then I will stack the two saw blades together, cut them at the same time. I'll do the same thing with the washing machine, and I will stack them and mark my 2-inch sections and cut them together. Then we will stack them. So we're gonna go down and use my neighbor's chop saw, a grinding chop saw. I don't even know what they're called, with the cut-off wheel, but it's like a chop saw. So we're gonna go down, get set up, and we will weld down there. So let's get down. Okay, now we're gonna stack them. Hopefully we have enough. Actually, first we should clean them up. Okay, give me a little bit. I'll come back when I am stacking them. All right, so we're gonna stack these. We do hard steel, then mild steel, then hard steel, then mild steel, over and over and over. So let's start stacking. 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 28, 29, 30, 31, 49, 50. We got a stack of metal. Let's clamp this together at least try, and then start welding. I don't even know if my little pliers are gonna fit over this. Nope. Nope, they ain't fitting around that. I gotta get a bigger one. Hold it. Where's mine? There it is. So this does not. Ugh, nope, that ain't gonna work. Oh, wait. I'll just put it in the vise. Duh. Let's see if I can open this vise as wide as it goes. Come on. There we go. A little bit more. Ah, there we go. Whew. Barely fit it in there. Clamp that. Let's clamp this. Finally popped off. Oh no! Alright, let's stack them again. Well, I guess Jesus was telling me that I did something wrong. That's why he made me drop the whole stack of metal, because I had counted wrong. Apparently, I need 25 pieces of mild steel or washing machine and 26 pieces of sawmill blade. So technically, I'm making a 51 layer piece of metal. So it's time to stack it up again and weld it this time. So if you've ever just been sitting at home and wondered what is 51 layers of a sawmill blade and a wash machine look like? Right here. Oh yeah. That's a thick stack of metal. So let's hope I don't screw it up again. Hopefully I'm not foreshadowing or something. To see, I can't not break that. Okay. All right, let's hope for the best. Alright, so 51 layers. If there's one more, it'd be 50 John layers. But it's just 51 this time. So, 51 layers. We're gonna get the forge, which is not here, it's over there. We're gonna get that started, and we're gonna start forging this thing down. With my 4-pound hammer. With the duct tape handle. Oh yeah. Woo! Launched. That's it, I'm buying a good hammer. All right, so this is the hammer that broke. Yay, I built this handle for it and the eye was just super small, so it was super small. So we went to town today because we had to go get some other stuff. I got a welding mask because I needed a new one of them. And I got, yeah, bada boom, bada bang, 4-pound blacksmith hammer. So hopefully it works and it doesn't break like my other 2 hammers. All right, we are gonna get the forge lit and keep forging this Damascus knife. Extended. Let me set this on the ground. Make sure you can see the anvil and the forge. There we go. Alright, well, it split, so we're just gonna split it in half and work 2 pieces of steel, I guess. So instead of 51 layers, we're just gonna have 2 about 25 layers. I'm gonna guess that they're both about 25. It looks about in the middle, so I just call it that. So let's split these with the vise and keep forging. Alright, so this is all I can actually harvest out of that block of steel. So it is not 51 layers, it is now 25 layers. It's probably about 24, 25. I counted them. I etched it and I count the layers. About 24, 25. So I guess we're left with this, and let's keep forging, and hopefully I can make something out of this. If not, that's sad. But let's keep trying. Alright, now it's time to straighten it. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow when we finish the knife. No, we won't. We won't finish the knife. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we start working on the knife again.
Okay. Alright, it's the next morning. The knife has been sitting in the vise overnight. Now it is time to put a new belt on the belt sander and start sanding.
Alright.
Let's see here. There we go. See the pattern? Alright, we got this side done. Time to do this side. Alright, now it's time to put the edge on it, or a bevel. Alright. Let's go drill the holes.
clenched it. I will see you guys in a little bit when we clean the knife up and then temper it. All right, we are gonna start, well, first of all, the knife came out of the temper, good. It is time to start sanding. We're gonna go to 150, and then we will go to 240, and then I think we'll just go straight to 400. Do that, just clean it up, and then I will work on the handle. Let's start. All right, now we're gonna drill the holes out, and then we'll do the same thing for this one. All right, well, I guess my camera died when I was sanding, so I didn't actually glue these up yet, but we got the holes out. Now it's time to drill it out with a little bit bigger drill bit. This is the one I used for that earlier. So we're gonna get this drilled out, and then we can actually get this glued up. All right, now we're gonna do the acid etch. 5 minutes, 3 cycles. In between each cycle, we'll go up in grit. I think you do up in grit. So it's at 400 right now from the belt sander. I will do 5 minutes and 600 hand sanding. Then another 5 minutes, 800 hand sanding, and then another 5 minutes, 1000 grit hand sanding. Let's start. Let's go sand it. All right, now time for a second one. All right, time to take the knife out. There you go. Time to go do 800 grit. All right, it's back in the acid. This is the last time I need to do it. I actually think I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna let it sit in there for like 20 minutes and see what happens. But yeah, it was a little bit more distinct this time after sanding, so hopefully it's better after this, and then really good after 20 minutes. Let's try it. All right, now it's time for 1000 grit. Oh yeah. All right. There we go. All right, we're gonna set this in here for about 20 minutes. And see what happens. Hopefully it looks good. And then we will coffee at you after that for 2 hours. I'll come back to you guys in 20 minutes. All right, well, here's my tripod. So I'm gonna go to Talkeetna, I guess, tonight. I did not know that. So we're gonna try to get this thing coffee etched. I took it out of the acid after 20 minutes. So yeah. So we're gonna put this into here. get it coffee etched, and then hopefully after 2 hours I can put the handle on this before I leave, and then it will be good, and I will see you guys then. So I'm gonna just put this in the coffee. I will see you guys in a couple hours when I take it out. All right. Why can you guys never? Why is this lighting always awful? A little bit. There. Alrighty. There we go. About an hour. And I think it's pretty good. So, we're gonna get the handle glued up on this and let it sit for a couple days. This is why I am wearing gloves. I'm gonna grab it. I'm back a couple days later. Actually, yeah. This is the second day. So this thing's been sitting here for about 2 days. Time to take it out of the clamps and whatnot. Oh boy. And time to start sanding. All right, now it's time for some hand sanding. All right, guys, here we go. Beautiful. About 25 layers. I don't really know actually, but that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment what you want to see next week, and I will see you guys then. Stay along.